Now, let me tell you something. You ain't gotta have the best tech out there in order to film a YouTube video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Denise, and on my channel we talk about everything business, tech, marketing, and everything in between. All right, so I always come prepared, so I have my notes ready. And today's topic is going to be, you started a YouTube channel, now what? That's my topic for today. And in my coming YouTube videos, I will be talking about YouTube as a business, so I can help you on your journey of becoming an entrepreneur through this medium. So you've started a YouTube channel, now what, right? The first thing you want to do is determine what you're going to be talking about on your channel. Now remember, just as if you're starting a business, these things can change. But at least you need to have an idea of the reason, some type of need that's there why you want to start a YouTube channel, right? I see too many people starting YouTube channels and they're all over the place, or they're not even sure what the channel is about and they're just making videos. But how are you going to keep your audience if you're not even sure what your videos are, what your channel is about, right? So you want to keep that in mind. So there are 5 things that I'm going to talk about today that you need to keep in mind when you have started a YouTube channel to make sure that you're on the path to success. All right. The first thing on my list is your channel content. So you've decided on what you want to do on your channel. If not, do some research and dig deep. Think about what you're passionate about, because that will translate in the camera. I'm sure that you guys can see that I'm very, very passionate about business. I hope that translates. Anyways, the whole point is to, reach an audience. And whatever passion it is that you have, whether it's gardening, whether it's business, whether it's tech, anything, you want to make sure that that passion is able to translate to your viewers through your content. All right, so you want to make sure that you're doing content research. Now, I do have a video about research that I will be linking up at the top, so definitely check out that video and do your research on whatever content it is that you want to post on your channel. All right, so number 2, tech. I am going to go back to channel content a bit because everything kind of ties to that. All right, so number 1 is channel content, number 2 is tech. Now let me tell you something. You ain't got to have the best tech out there in order to film a YouTube video. If you have a nice phone, a decent phone, you can use the phone camera, because currently this YouTube video is being recorded by a Samsung phone. All right, so that's just to show you don't need expensive tech, and you want to get somewhere where there's good lighting. Like today, I was really fighting trying to figure out where is the best spot, because this is not my usual recording space. So trying to figure out where is the best spot to set my camera so I can get the best lighting. I also have artificial lighting, but trust me, if you can get close to a window to get that natural light like I'm in right now, it is the best. All right, I just got done filming my video and it's dark outside, so I have to use artificial light at this point. But you want to make sure that the light is behind the phone so that you can really get that brightness and that glow from your video. All right, so hopefully that helps. So you need lighting, you need a good microphone if your phone doesn't have a nice one already, but microphones are really cheap, so if not, you can get a really cheap one. And you also need a camera, which you can just use your phone camera. So those are the 3 main things that you need, and you don't have to buy sunlight. So you could just maximize the use of natural light when you're filming your videos. So that's tech. Number 3, research. And that's why I said I was gonna go back to number 1, which is channel content, because research is tied to channel content, but it's also tied to your specific videos that you're gonna post, right? So each video that you're gonna post, you're gonna have to do research. What are you gonna be researching? What your video is about, that's the main thing. So your video content, you're gonna have to research the tags, the titles, the description. You wanna make sure that everything that you're putting down in your video is gonna be searchable, all right? Now, what I use to help me with all of these is an app called TubeBuddy, right? Now you can see the link is below that you can check it out, but TubeBuddy is a really cool app. You can do research. You can actually store all the content ideas in the app as well, so you don't have to go anywhere else. And you can also check to see if your video is optimized to get as many viewers as possible, all right? Now there is an algorithm with YouTube. That's for another video. However, you want to maximize on that algorithm. How do you do so? Making your videos searchable. So you want to have searchable tags, searchable titles, and searchable things in your description. All right? So that's research. And like I said before, I do have a video about research that you can click the link above and go and watch that video. All right, but after you finish watching this. Okay, so that's number 3, doing research. Number 4, you want to schedule your videos. All right, now here's the thing. Another thing about the YouTube algorithm is that it actually picks up videos that are posted on a regular basis. So like for me, I post every Sunday at 12 noon. That's actually to make sure that I capitalize on the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube knows that a new video will go up for me every Sunday at 12 noon. So it will show my videos more often to people because I've created some type of consistency and regularity that the YouTube algorithm prefers. When you're starting a YouTube channel, that's one of the things that you want to actually think about too, is when you will be posting. Now, obviously that can change as far as to when you will be posting, but whatever it is, you want to be consistent with it. And I wouldn't say change it like once a week. That's not enough time, right? You want to actually see if your posting times are really working out for your videos. All right, so you need to give it a little bit of time to see if you can really get a lot of viewers on the days that you are posting. So you need some time. All right, so far I've gone through number 1, your channel content, number 2, your tech, number 3, research, and number 4, your schedule. All right, so I've gone over those. You want to choose great times to post your videos. Now, number 5 is my favorite, tools. All right, now, you know I love tech tools. Now, after you've done all of that, numbers 1 through 4, you're gonna need some tools, all right? Now, tools can cover all categories. You're gonna need research tools, which TubeBuddy is a really good tool to use to do channel research as well when it comes to the tags and the titles. And once you have your title, then you just research the content that you need to really support that title and create a really nice description and make sure that your videos are searchable, because you want to make sure that the algorithm picks it up. And remember that YouTube is owned by Google, so you have a plus there because the video is also searchable on Google, right? So it's almost like you get double the benefit because YouTube is owned by Google. So people search YouTube and people also search Google where your YouTube video can show up. All right, so more tools. All right, now my number 1 favorite graphic app tool is Canva. Why do you need Canva, or why do you need a graphic app tool? Hello, you know what catches YouTube viewers? Your thumbnail. So you have to have a banging thumbnail in order to really capture your audiences or new viewers. so that you can really get, your channel going and your views moving up. All right. Now, I do have a link below if you do want to test out Canva. It's a really cool app. It's so not expensive if you want to do the subscription monthly, but the link is in the description. Definitely click it and check it out. Also, the link for TubeBuddy is in the description. Definitely check it out and see how useful TubeBuddy is to helping you grow your YouTube channel. Other tools like for editing, all right? Now, when I record my videos, I use 2 editors. Now, I'm grateful for Apple for having iMovie because I definitely maximize iMovie, but I also use an app called FILMORAGO. FILMORAGO is awesome. All right, so I paid for the app. I'm going to put the link in the description as well so you can check out that app. It's an amazing, amazing app. All right, so putting those 2 together, I really get a nice YouTube video. As you guys can drop a like and a subscribe and a comment below because this video is so awesome. So you want to break it down. All right, so this is this is an extra tip. Outside of the 5 tips that are the 5 things that I gave you as what things are important when you start your YouTube channel. Now here's an extra tip. You want to make sure that when you're doing your research and you're preparing your channel content, you have like a script. And it doesn't have to be you're reading the script verbatim, but you have some notes jotted down for when you're making the video, you can reference them so that you come off as knowing about your content. There's a lot of people that's on YouTube that's very knowledgeable that when they create videos, they come off as if they're not, just because they haven't really jotted some things down, created a script so they can follow the script to make sure that their videos come out tip top. All right, so with that said, I'm going to run through the 5 things again, and the number 1 is your channel content, number 2 the tech, number 3 research, number 4 your schedule, and number 5 tools. So if you're just starting a YouTube channel, those are 5 things that you can look into to help guide you along the path of creating your videos and preparing your videos to upload. All right, so after you have gone through the process of doing your research, creating your channel content, recording your videos, and then now you are uploading your videos with your awesome graphic from Canva, your graphic that you've created from Canva, and the research that you've done with TubeBuddy. After that, you can upload your video and schedule it, or you can just upload on the time of. I like to upload prior and actually schedule the post time to make sure that I post every Sunday at 12 o'clock. All right, so with all of that said, I hope this information was helpful and useful. If it was, definitely drop a subscribe below. I will be talking more about this topic because my next topic is going to be about YouTube as a business. Now, I'm a business person, so this is really, really exciting for me to talk about having a YouTube channel and creating it in the form of a business. All right, so definitely stick around. So subscribe so you can make sure that you see that video when it goes up, and I will see you next time. Bye.